How's it going today, guys? Hope you're having a good day so far, and the weekend's coming up, so that's exciting. So a lot of crazy stuff going on lately. I know I've covered some of it. Today, I want to go over part of a homework assignment I had yesterday or the other day with one of my literature class. It's the class I have to take in order to graduate, so decided to take something semi-easy. So so let me explain this real quick. I don't want to make this video too long. I say that a lot, I know, but I really don't want to make this video too long. So basically, the homework assignment was on a play called Los Vendidos. Los Vendidos is really just a big symbol for how Americans view, or one. It's one big analogy for how Americans purportedly view Mexicans to really be, and the different cultural activities and norms that we apparently appropriate towards them as American society. So basically, it's about a woman who, of course, works for Reagan. This is written back in the day, in the 80s. A woman who works for Reagan is Hispanic, and so she's assimilated, and so she's basically kind of ashamed of her Mexican heritage, which is already stupid, because apparently Americans make you feel like you should be ashamed, or American culture makes you feel like you should be ashamed of your heritage. So she walks in, and basically she wants to have a browner person. She wants to have a Mexican person basically to show off to the American people, to show that Reagan, Governor Reagan at the time, was inclusive, basically like that. So there's one that's basically like the farm worker. There's one that's the revolutionary, basically. And then there's one that's the gangster, basically. And then there's another one that's the Mexican American. Now I want to really focus on the Mexican American one. The Mexican American one was the one, like, who basically they made him look like and framed him as a middle class business white man, is what it is. Business suit, glasses, college educated, everything like that, right? And so I really want to get down to the last really paragraph he had, long paragraph that character has. What happens in the end is they're all basically robots, or they're all playing to be robots. These people are faking being robots in order to screw with the secretary to take her money. So basically what happens is, in the end, he starts to break down and starts bashing on Mexicans, right? And basically what he is doing is he's exemplifying what the author of the play basically thinks that American culture thinks of Mexicans, which is that they're stupid, that they're not hardworking, that they're indignant, basically, and that to be American you have to be hardworking, you have to be educated, you have to be a go-getter, and willful, so to speak, right? You need to persevere and push through and headstrong, and then you start saying God bless America, and screaming it, and patriotic stuff like that. So, in doing so, in trying to show what I thought was really funny was in trying to show how ignorant Americans are. How ignorant Americans are. She really showed how ignorant she was. The person that wrote the play. I don't have her name on the top of my head right now. Excuse me, but she really showed how ignorant she was by saying, "Look at you're so the whole play was trying to show how Americans stereotype Mexicans, but then you're stereotyping Americans, especially the middle class white man, as saying, hey, this is what they think Mexicans are. This is who they think they are." And okay, the playwright is Luis Valdez, so it's actually a man. I thought it was a woman. Excuse me. So it's totally stupid. It's supposed to be a comical play, but it's written out of ignorance. It truly is written out of ignorance. And they reference the salad bowl, or excuse me, my professor references the salad bowl, which will bring me to a comment she made. So she says this comment right here. One of the answers was melting pot. This is what she says. An old term. Now the term mixed salad is used. Okay, the term mixed salad isn't used. The term mixed salad is used by the left. It's something used by the left, something used by Canadians, something that Trudeau probably salivates on, and something the Europeans have pushed for years, which has obviously failed them. As we can see with all the rapes, and we can see the cultural degradation of French culture and British culture and Italian culture and so on and so forth. So she continues. In a melting pot, people would lose their culture. The idea is that in a mixed salad, people could keep their culture. See, this is what's interesting. When you come to the United States, we're not saying that you can't speak Spanish in your own home. Okay, even Huntington wasn't saying that. Now, when you go out to society, yes, you should learn English in the United States. Just as if you move to France, I should learn French, and so on and so forth. But what's stupid is how you have to lose your culture. If you're going to the United States, you are leaving your country for a reason. Okay, you're leaving your country because either the culture isn't as good, the jobs aren't as good, it's more dangerous, you don't have as many rights, whatever else, etc. When you come to the United States, you adopt certain cultural norms. You adopt certain American culture. That is called assimilation. I'm not saying you need to forget how to learn Spanish. Nobody is. I'm not saying you can't enjoy burritos or freaking whatever they want to appropriate towards their culture. Whatever the left thinks we appropriate towards their culture. Okay? I don't care. It doesn't matter to me. I don't care if you're from an Asian country and you love sashimi, you want to keep eating that. Or whatever. Or if I'm an American and I go to France, it doesn't mean I need to stop loving cheeseburgers or whatever. So it's just so stupid. The mixed salad is just another word for multiculturalism. That's all it is. And multiculturalism is horrendous. I would even like to call it an evil ideology because of what it's doing to America and trying to and tearing down America's culture, which has been shown to be evil. Because apparently it's wrong for us to want people to come here and assimilate towards American culture, which is really just believe that your rights come from either a higher power or don't come from man. Your rights can't be taken away from man. Your rights can't be taken away from government. Life, liberty, pursuit of happiness. That's basically it. Don't infringe upon the rights of others. Dennis Prager really says this real well. Dennis Prager says this well. He calls it the American. I believe I said this in the video before, but he calls it the American triangle. He says liberty, e pluribus unum, and God, which e pluribus unum is from many one, right? So basically, American culture is just you have your individual rights, individual property. It's not given to you by man. It can't be taken away from you by man, and shall not be taken away from you through law, through government. That's basically it, right? Be good to people, be moral, everything else. Yes, and in American culture, many is to work hard, is to work harder than the person next to you. Yeah, that's part of American culture, is self-responsibility. That's what it is. It's not government reliance. That's why we're the greatest country on earth, because we allowed people to be who they were with their own talents and make money out of that, which helped the economy and helped people in general. When it comes to the medical field and everything else, because people have incentive now because they have the freedom to use their talents to be successful and to help other people out and to be altruistic. So that's just stupid. We are a melting pot. Okay, there's nothing wrong with many people coming together to create one. America is an idea. It's not a white culture or a black culture or whatever. There might be mostly white people here, or were at least. Okay, but it's not a white culture. Okay, culture it transcends race, and if anyone tries to say they don't, then they're wrong. Let's see here, yada yada yada. But that was the main thing I wanted to say about that. It really just ticked me off. Just really annoying how they think. How this professor thinks that America we hate Mexican or Mexican culture. I don't hate Mexican culture, and this is the overlying problem, and I'm gonna end it right here. This is the overlying problem with, or underlying problem, excuse me, with illegal immigrants coming here, or with just wanting people to come here for economic reasons. Because if people come here just for economic reasons, which is their right to, of course, but if they come here for that and don't become a citizen, then they don't really care to assimilate. They're going to send remittances back to their homes, then they'll go back there for a little while, but they don't care to assimilate. I've worked with many people, many Hispanics. I used to serve until recently. And some of them assimilated. A lot of them didn't. Okay, a lot of them didn't. Now, there's always a little assimilation here and there. You're going to take advantages of the fruits of America, of course. But when it comes down to it, a lot of them don't care to come here and become American. They're not proud to be American anymore. They're just here to make money, send back to their family, make a good living. And I can respect that. But when we let that happen so much, when we just see them more as numbers than actually people with ideas and mindsets and actual groups, and I'm not talking about identity politics, But all I'm saying is, when you have enough people from a certain country come here and not assimilate, that creates a problem, which we're seeing right now with Hispanics. We're seeing right now also within the black community. We've seen within the black community for a while. We've seen the left really lie to them a lot. And throughout years of how the Republican Party is evil, how white people are racist, yada yada, stay on the government plantation, like Kanye said, of welfare. And we've seen them tell this American revisionist history and these lies to the point where they have their own subculture, and they think that if they think that, you know, going to the workplace and getting educated is like the white man's culture. Thomas Sowell speaks a lot about this in Wealth, Poverty, and Politics. How basically successful black private schools back in the day, and even black people now, if they are, you know, if they're white, so to speak, or if they don't partake in Ebonics or in gang, ghetto culture, then they're somehow not black. They're somehow not black enough. Okay, that's absolutely stupid. Kanye West is being called not black by Snoop Dogg because he says he likes Trump, and Snoop Dogg bakes cupcakes with Martha Stewart. Okay, give me a break. Okay, that's what the left does. The left tears down. I'm not saying everyone on the left, but leftist elites. Okay, the elites on the left are horrible and they have an evil agenda. Now, I don't know if they're evil individuals. I don't know if they're misguided or if they know what they're doing. If they do, then they're evil. If they don't know what they're doing, then they're ignorant, and we need to stop them because they have ignorant ends. And that's what it is. They might have ignorant means, but the end to their means is evil. And that's what it is. Now, cultural relativists would say differently, but they're wrong, in my opinion. That's something for a whole other video. So, folks, I hope you enjoyed this. I just wanted to show you, once again, another example of how professors are indoctrinating their students, and how they view American society. They view assimilation to American culture as being racist, and they view American citizens in general, more specifically white people and white males, as being racist towards any other culture or any other people that come in here. Okay, I'm not ignorant to say that you ought to assimilate if you come here, just like you're not ignorant to say I ought to assimilate if I go to your country. So, folks, like I said, I hope you enjoyed this video. Send a comment, like, hate, doesn't matter to me. Share this around. You know, if you'd like to make a video on something, please comment on this video or send me a message over Instagram. I don't know if you can message over Twitter. I have to check. So, folks, thank you so much. Hope you have a good rest of your day. My name is Wyatt. I'm the Culture Conservative.